Did you know your stomach is strong enough to dissolve razor blades? That's right! The human stomach is a marvel of biological engineering. It's so powerful that it can break down tough metals, like the steel used in razor blades. This is all thanks to a potent cocktail of enzymes and hydrochloric acid produced in your stomach. This acid is so corrosive that it can eat through many metals, including the steel of a razor blade. Yet you've probably noticed that your stomach doesn't eat itself. That's because it's lined with a protective layer of mucus, which shields the stomach tissues from the acid. In a way, your stomach is like a contained biological furnace, able to break down almost anything you put into it. This is essential for digestion, as it allows your body to extract the nutrients it needs from the food you eat. But before you get any ideas, remember, while your stomach can handle it, it's best to keep the razor blades out of your diet. Ever heard of a laser getting trapped in water? The phenomenon is known as total internal reflection. Now, this might sound like a magic trick, but it's pure science. Imagine light as a group of sprinters racing along the surface of water. When they reach the edge, instead of escaping into the air, they bounce back, continuing their run within the water. This happens when light hits the water's surface at a certain angle, causing it to reflect back rather than refract out. This isn't just a neat party trick. The principle of total internal reflection has some pretty important real-world applications. Ever wondered how your internet data travels at lightning-fast speeds? It's all thanks to fiber optic cables, which utilize this very principle. Inside these cables, light signals carrying data bounce along, trapped and guided by total internal reflection. This allows information to be transmitted over long distances at incredible speeds, from your latest social media update to that high-definition movie you're streaming. So, the next time you enjoy high-speed internet, remember the trapped light in water making it possible. Believe it or not, most of the oxygen we breathe comes from the ocean. That's right, not from the vast forests or jungles, but from the boundless blue sea. The unsung heroes in this story are phytoplankton and other marine organisms. These microscopic plants float in the sunlit surface of the sea, silently performing photosynthesis, a process that uses sunlight to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and, yes, oxygen. Now here's a fun fact. Phytoplankton produce more than half of the world's oxygen. So every second breath you take, thank these tiny, tireless workers. It's not just phytoplankton, of course. Other marine plants and algae contribute to the oxygen production as well, forming a vital part of this underwater oxygen factory. The role of these organisms is not limited to just oxygen production. They also help in maintaining the balance of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. So, next time you take a deep breath, remember, it's not just the trees but these tiny marine organisms that are the real lungs of our planet. Did you know that rats laugh when tickled and bananas are slightly radioactive? Let's plunge into the whimsical world of animal conduct. Picture a rat, a common rodent often seen as nothing more than a pest. Yet there's something about rats that might make you see them in a whole new light. When tickled, they do what can best be described as laughing. Yes, you heard it right. Rats actually produce a unique, high-pitched sound that's akin to human laughter. This isn't just a mere squeak, but a specific sound associated with pleasure. Scientists have found that rats not only enjoy being tickled, but also seek out the experience. This fascinating behavior suggests an unexpected level of complexity in these tiny creatures, reminding us of the shared joy found across species. Now let's transition from the ticklish rats to the common fruit we all know and love, the banana. This familiar yellow fruit holds a surprising secret. It's slightly radioactive. This doesn't mean you'll start glowing after your next banana snack. The reason behind this radioactivity is the presence of a naturally occurring isotope, known as potassium-40. This isotope, while harmless in small amounts, emits a low level of radiation. This means that every banana you've ever eaten has been, technically speaking, a little radioactive. But don't worry, you'd need to eat millions of bananas in a single sitting for it to have any significant impact. So, the next time you tickle a pet rat or enjoy a banana, remember these mind-blowing facts. Ever wondered how much a cloud weighs or how many trees there are on Earth? Well, prepare for a surprising revelation. Those fluffy, cotton-like clouds that we often see floating effortlessly in the sky actually carry a substantial weight. But how can something so heavy float? Clouds are composed of tiny water droplets or ice crystals, and while each droplet is extremely light, when you combine millions of them over a large area, the weight adds up. Scientists estimate that an average cumulus cloud, the fluffy ones that resemble cotton candy, could weigh as much as 200,000 pounds. That's about the same as 60 elephants. Astonishing, isn't it? This weight, however, is spread over an enormous area, and due to the buoyant force of the surrounding air, the cloud stays afloat. As the cloud grows and the droplets coalesce, they become too heavy to stay airborne and fall as precipitation. That's how we get rain or snow. Now let's shift our focus from the sky to the ground, specifically to the trees. Have you ever tried to guess how many trees there are on Earth? The number is mind-boggling. Researchers estimate that there are over 3 trillion trees on Earth. That's about 420 trees for every person. Incredibly, this number is more than the estimated number of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Trees play a crucial role in our ecosystem, from providing oxygen and habitat to numerous species, to acting as a natural carbon sink, helping to combat climate change. They truly are our planet's unsung heroes. So the next time you gaze at the sky, remember these incredible facts about clouds and trees. Imagine a rain of diamonds or a world once ruled by 2.5 billion T-Rexes. Let's dive into these mind-boggling facts that science has uncovered. Picture this, a downpour, but instead of water, you're faced with a shower of glistening diamonds. This glitzy meteorological event isn't a figment of a sci-fi writer's imagination, but a reality on distant celestial bodies. How does this happen? It's all about the extreme pressure and temperature conditions. On planets like Jupiter and Saturn, the intense pressure transforms methane in the atmosphere into carbon. This carbon then hardens into chunks of graphite, and under even more pressure, these chunks are compacted into diamonds. As these diamonds fall through the atmosphere, it's quite literally raining diamonds. Quite the weather forecast, isn't it? Now from diamond rain, let's transition to a time when Earth was ruled by T-Rexes. You might be thinking, well, there was only one T-Rex, right? Wrong. Based on fossil evidence and species density, scientists estimate that over the course of their existence, around 2.5 billion T-Rexes roamed our planet. This number is staggering, considering we only have about 50 confirmed T-Rex fossils today. These gigantic creatures, which probably weighed about 9 tons each, once dominated the Earth, making the planet a very different place than it is today. So, while Earth's weather forecast doesn't predict a diamond shower and T-Rexes no longer roam the planet, science continually uncovers these awe-inspiring facts. So, what have we learned today? We've journeyed through a myriad of fascinating facts that redefine our understanding of the world. We learned about the incredible might of our own bodies, how the human stomach harnesses the power to dissolve even razor blades. We've seen how light can become a captive, arrested within water due to total internal reflection. We delved into the ocean's depths, discovering that much of Earth's oxygen originates from marine organisms. We tickled our funny bones with the knowledge that giggle when tickled, and bananas, of all things, are slightly radioactive. We've weighed the seemingly weightless clouds and found them surprisingly heavy, and marveled at the fact that Earth hosts more trees than the Milky Way does stars. Lastly, we touched the skies of other planets where it might rain diamonds, and envisioned a world once populated by a staggering 2.5 billion T-Rexes. Science never fails to amaze us, and every day brings new discoveries. Stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of the world around you. And on this note, wrapping up today's episode, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and press the bell icon for notifications on our latest videos. Until next time.